Hello everyone, we are doing ZigZag task 2 of Ant Simulator. I hope this is big enough for you to read. Oh, that's too big now. Okay. Extends the Ant class and the Nest class to show a worker ant dying of old age after 14 stages, which is how they count the clicks of the simulation. So we need a getter for stages to ask. That's very nice. And then its age, and then this advanced stage, remove any ants from the ants list which are older than 14 stages. This is how they die. There's another way that they die naturally in the simulation. So, but we'll do at the very end, which means they're going to eat some food and then dies. Slightly annoying. Confirm to the user at each walled worker ant dies. Only the workers, though. No, remove any ants from the ants list. I mean, we'll notify as to what gives. Right, let's take the original, collapse all of this, copy paste, rename Z2, and we are here. Cool. Let's maybe have that on the side. Oh, no. Meh. Yeah, no, do I want that? Well, yeah, actually, because they break it down. So this is the high level and then thing. Okay, we want the ant class. Oh, it's class ant, right? Because it's the ant class. Right, excellent. And here we have, yeah, this is stages. That's the age of the ant. So when it's born, it's 0 clicks. And we're going to have add a getter. One more depth, get stages. I mean, I'm being consistent. Self, colon, return, self._ stages. That's done. And explicit the product. Modify the advanced stage method in Nest class to check if an ant is older than 14. If so, remove the list, confirm to the user. Wow, this is where the meat is. We're just gonna have to find the Nest class. 4 is 6 towards the end, and we have an advanced stage. So this is at the end of there's some stuff that these two, because ants belong to a nest more than the simulation. So we go through the let's just plonk that back here. No way, yeah, but not that. We go through the nest object to find out, like, so manage the ends as well, because they have to eat, they have to reproduce, this kind of stuff. Okay, so ends to curl, yeah, because there's some random dying of the ends. I'm not. This is written somewhere. I believe it should be. No, they don't talk about. Don't talk about the ant dying, but there's a way. So we do and there's already some kind of curl of this, of random ones. I think it's kind of, yeah. So they count however many. They automatically kill the ants if there's not kind of enough food in the nest. Is what's happening. Because the food has to be brought back to the nest to be consumed. That's kind of interesting. Hence there's a competition between having the ants bringing stuff in and the amount that the ants will consume, and you hope to get maybe to a stability. It's so interesting. This is what is interesting in this kind of model, especially if the ants start having predators, but that's smooth here. So at the end of this, I'm guessing here, right? So there's a bunch of ifs, whatever. Okay. So before we return, yeah, we just want to, so we have the ants list. So it's all kind of lists that are being passed by reference. And this we do it here, right? Kind of like we could iterate over the ends, but I'm gonna need to say old age, deaths, whatever, or like dead ends, dead oldies. Start of the empty list. You'll see why I'm doing this. For a in ants, if a dot get my new getter, so it's get score schemes stages. Just blanking here. Get stages. So if that is higher than 14, because I can't remove it from the ant list whilst I'm iterating over it. This is a recipe for disaster. So I'm just going to say dead oldies dot append a, and then after that I'm going to go for a in dead oldies. And this is, we effectively want to remove it from the ends list. So we're going to say get the ends have a get something that's helpful. Get details. Right, so we're going to print the get details array to say which end it is. Has died of old age. And I think, oh no, of course, and then we want to ounce.remove. So remove, delete is my ID, remove is my index in a list, whereas remove is the actual object. So if A is in that list, we should remove it and save it. How do they ask us to test it? 5, and then we'll see. Yeah, we'll see the ends dying after 15 days. So let us have a little look. Oh, I'm already in the simulation. No, not this one. I want Z2. Okay, where is it simulation 1? And then 5, 15. Ooh, hello. Yeah, right. So we've got our ends that have died of old age. Let's take a look at the diff. You take the original that you select for compare, and then you go compare with the selected, which in bigger gives me this. I have my new get stage getter, and then a lot more, well, not more, a little bit more additions there at the bottom. After doing all of the culling and feeding, and I suppose maybe even reproducing of the ants, right? This is kind of adding the worker, adding the queen. We also kill anyone that's any ant that is died of old age based on their get stages. That was ZigZag task number 2. See you very soon for the next one.